I'm about to share with you one of my favorite things to ferment in a jar: fermented, gut-healthy, fiery cherry Bombin tomatoes. And not only is it simple and easy to make, it's actually extremely nutritious and delicious. Just outstanding. Now, if the concept of fermentation intimidates you a little bit, have no fear. It's actually extremely easy to do. All you need is a simple glass jar, something to weigh down the contents within that jar to keep it under the water inside. That way no air contacts these tomatoes in this case to create any mold. And aside from that, all you need is an airtight lid to seal out the oxygen in that jar. Basic fermentation kit right there. Now, aside from that, in terms of ingredients, all you need is some clean water. Now, if you don't have access to non-chlorinated filtered water, just use your tap water, boil it, and then let it sit out overnight so all that chlorine can come out, because the chlorine will kill the bacteria within there, and fermentation is all about creating lovely gut healthy bacteria, so we don't want to ruin that process. Aside from that, all you need is some high quality sea salt, and let her go. Now, tomatoes are actually really high in vitamin C, and the cool thing about fermentation is anytime you ferment a vegetable, the vitamins within, including the vitamin C in these juicy red tomatoes, which I really want to eat right now, will be enhanced. So literally, if this thing has like 20% of your daily vitamin C, through fermentation, you can now get 35%, 40% for free. Pretty cool. Now, vitamin C is extremely great for immune health, and it also supports the production of collagen for lovely, beautiful skin. And next, tomatoes are high in chromium. Now, chromium is actually really good for balancing your blood sugar levels, so this is a really good snack or just something to eat with your meal to keep your blood sugar levels stable. And finally, tomatoes are actually really high in lycopene, which is a phytonutrient, and a phytonutrient is something specific to what you get from plant-based foods, which are essential for your overall health. Now, lycopene for us men is really good for the prostate. And now that you know a couple cool things about tomatoes, what you need to get started fermenting, let's begin this process of aging these tomatoes into the most delicious things you will ever taste. Seriously, this is so good. So good. So good. Let me get started here. So I'm gonna get my first jar. Now, what you wanna do when you're fermenting anything is you wanna get your jar on a food scale and turn it on, tare it so that you take the weight of the jar out of the equation. So it's at 0 with the jar. And all you simply wanna do is throw some tomatoes in the jar. Boom. Now, in my case here today, I've got some red tomatoes. I was at the store just picking up a bunch of randoms. I got some orange tomatoes. I got 2 different types. I can't read a lot of the packaging here in Japan, so I just picked up, these are tomatoes of some kind. And anyways, you wanna fill up your jar. Just like so, keep it going until it's about, we wanna keep some room in there because we're gonna be adding some water, and I wanna have some headroom. So I think I'm gonna pop in like that many. Okay, so now I'm at 283.5 grams, mathematics. Now what you wanna do is, now that you have your ingredients in there, let me just pop some of these delightful chili flakes. And how spicy you want it is up to you. I'm gonna go a bit mild on this one, and then I'm gonna make a super Bombin right there. So we got that, and now what you wanna do is you just wanna pour in some water until all those tomatoes are submerged. And that's looking pretty good. Now I'm pretty close to the top. When I pop this weight in, it might be some spillage here, but that's the nature of the game. You find out your ratios as you go. So now what we wanna do is, I now see my total weight of the ingredients within the jar along with the water that's in there. Okay, so now I know it's 591 grams, as you can see there. I need my trusty calculator now, because what we're gonna do is to determine how much salt we need to add to this water so that it begins to ferment, we just need to do some math. You wanna calculate 2% of the total weight of the water and the ingredients. In my case here, I see 591 here, so I'm gonna go 591 times 0.02, 11.82 grams of salt is needed to ferment this much of cherry tomatoes. Simple, right? So now I know I need 11.8 grams of salt. Let me just move this jar out of the way here. I'm working on this jar right now. So let's tare this again. I'm just gonna go with 11 grams. Okay, so I just used the lid to do this. Super easy. I need 11 grams. I'm at 6. So I'm just gonna keep scooping until I reach 11 grams. So I'm at 11.2. So this much salt here, show the camera, boom, boom, boom. I am now just gonna pop it in my cherry tomatoes. Boom. Okay. And they are now salted. Now honestly, these, so good. It tastes like you're eating pizza at the end of it. And it's just a tomato, it's so good. Okay, now I'm just gonna give it a little stir, like a little mixing. Let that salt and chili kind of do its thing. Mix in there, stirring away. Now some people even go as far as pouring out the water in a bowl with the salt and stirring it, then adding it back. That's probably a great method to do, but I like to keep things simple and easy. Now I even brought a spoon. I might as well put in a little bit of effort here. Spoon, mix it up, yeah, sure. I've had success just giving it a gentle stir, and that's all you need. Okay, so now we're gonna pop in our weight and hopefully have no spillage. Okay, she's tight in there. All right, there we go. So now you can see I've got my delightful tomatoes, my chili flakes, and my salt and water. And this thing's a little bit high actually. So anyways, I'm gonna try to put the lid on and see what happens. Keep it nice and, oh, it just fits. Look at that. That's why I got 2 jars today. But anyways, these puppies here are gonna be fermenting and firing away. What you wanna do at this point is literally just leave it on your counter for like 3 or 4 days. Give it a taste. You can get a spoon, taste the brine, which is the liquid in there now. And that's gonna be fermenting away and really just enhancing the nutrients within these tomatoes. And that's the cool thing about fermentation. Not only are you making it so that these aren't gonna go bad on you, you're actually enhancing the nutrients. You're creating gut healthy bacteria, increasing the vitamins, the enzymes, and everything in there. And when you eat that, you're gonna be feeding your gut beautiful things that it truly needs for ultimate health. Okay. So, there we go. We now have 2 batches of fiery, gut-healthy tomatoes. Kapow! So there you have it. In about 3 to 4 days, you should now have one of the most delicious tomatoes you've ever tasted in your life. Yeah. Now, if it's not, in about 3 or 4 days, if it's not quite as you like, you can let it ferment for a bit longer. But once it's done, feel free to pop them like candy, blend them up in a delicious sauce, or just, yeah, enjoy it however you wish. Pop it on a salad, on a burger. Oh, that sounds good. Anyways, thank you for watching this. And if you want more fermentation tips or gut healthy nutrition, anything of that sort, make sure to subscribe to this channel, like this video, and also leave me a comment. Let me know any variations. Did you try it with basil, rosemary, chili? Yeah, how did you like it? For me, this is one of my ultimate favorites, and that's why I'm so excited to share this with you. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.